Whew, sorry, I have the hiccups so bad, but uh, see, I even tried like holding my breath. But anyways, so um, welcome. My name is Bree, aka Luna P Tarot, and what I like to do is I like to give you guys readings based off of, you know, anything that tends to like the emotional state, anything that can help you transmute or move along your journey. That's what I would love to be here for, and so I hope you enjoy. So again, this will be for the whole month of April. This will be kind of like the energies that you're going to be working with. So I channel just a little bit with the cards that I have on the table here, and what I do have is that this month we'll have a lot of emotional detox. I also see that you'll be triggered mainly in the realm of finances, but it's to purge some self-limiting beliefs, but also some self-worth issues. And you know, I'm just figuring this out myself. But when it comes to finances in the realm of money and the energy of money, that pretty much reflects, your ability to receive, but also how you perceive yourself and, what you think you're worthy of. So, that's just like a little overview. So we're going to hop right in. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. I just got the hiccups like right before I started your reading, but I kind of did something, I don't say bad, but I had like a little bit of strawberry Fanta, which is like my favorite drink ever. And besides like strawberry lemonade. But, yeah, I had like the strawberry Fanta, and it, gave me hiccups, which never happens. So, oh well. But anyways, like, let's get into it. Let's see what energies are up for you guys. I also channel for my TikTok and also my Instagram. And what I typically channel is like weekly energies, and sometimes I'll go like zodiac sign individually too. And so like pretty much for like water signs in general, there is like a lot of I think things coming up to this surface revolving, sorry, I have cats, revolving around like worth, being good enough, doing enough on your journey as is. So I'm grateful to be able to like do this reading for you guys, to get like deeper into that, kind of like take a look into the undercurrents of why you may feel this way. So let's get started. So we have I guess I should deal these first too, because we do have I have a few questions actually for you guys. And by the way, I like my readings to get kind of deep, and I like to look at the shadow aspects, of the self, because I feel like so many people may like dislike the shadow side of themselves, but I honestly think the shadow side is so beautiful. When you can look within yourself and fully accept you for who you are, you don't look at that shadow side of your. You don't look at that shadow side of yourself as anything other than beautiful, because it teaches you a lot. That's where a lot of your lessons come from. So on my channel, that's what I want to bring awareness to, because that shadow side needs love. Like, I feel like we're taught to not like those selves about ourselves, but that's what actually, differentiates us, from, the majority and other people around us. So, yes, let's get started. So we have Athena, Warrior, Wisdom in play. So I feel like, in April, you guys are going to be a little bit apprehensive when it comes to, the healing that you like, that's going to be popping up for you guys. Like, I feel like you guys are kind of like, ooh, everything's been great for so long, what's next? Or, you guys may intuitively feel like there is some type of lesson, some type of, challenge. You may be seeing 555. You guys are just sensing something coming up for for under review. And so I feel like that apprehension comes in, that worry comes in, that doubt comes in. You start to think that you're not, in the right place at the right time. You start to think that you're going backwards. I just want you to stop that, because you are. We got 2 cards here that talk about wisdom. We have Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And look at that owl, guys. So like, I feel like the world of nature is talking to you. And I want to show you guys like this wing right here. This is an angel wing. This is an angel wing. So like, you guys are heavily protected right about now. Like, that's why I said you guys may see 444. And typically, and just in my experience, I don't know about anybody else, but when I see 444, I know that is letting me know that I'm being protected through, this little learning period that I'm about to go through. Also, pay attention to the numbers that you see, because typically like 555 can mean like a challenge and you're out of reality, as where 777 accompanied by that 555 and 444, that will mean like there's spiritual growth. So if you're seeing challenges, with that, like if you're seeing 555 along with 777, that means that there is a lot of spiritual growth. Also 1101 on the clock, or just in general, that is also a number of like self-growth and learning lessons and learning how to move forward. So another tip too, so like, because I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, sometimes I like to measure where I'm at on my journey with synchronicities and stuff. And so when I'm beginning to learn a lesson on a spiritual level, when it comes to like gaining knowledge, I see 711, and then I see 911 when I'm gaining the wisdom from that lesson and the knowledge that I've learned pretty much. So if that gives you guys some comfort to know that you're still moving along your journey, I hope it does. So, moving on, I feel like, again, Spirit is like saying, there's wisdom in play here. Our intuition knows more than we do. So pretty much just allow yourself to go through, this like healing process, because what it's going to do is it's going to purge. And remember how like in the beginning of the reading, when I was just channeling a few things, and I wrote it down, you guys will be triggered. And that's why I have like this storm card here, this chaos card. Like, I heard storm warning, and I feel like it's to challenge, your inner life. Like, Spirit is like, your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Like, this is your inner world. Like, this is, your soul essence. This is you. And, when your soul came down here to learn some lessons to further go soul expansion, I feel like your soul knows how to get to these. Your soul basically knows what it needs to grow. So that's why you have to follow your intuition and allow your soul to guide you, because what's really being taken out of your life is it's to purify you. Like, when I look at the Coventina like card, and she talks about purification, like, you see all the colors, the rainbows. Like, to me right now, this symbolizes like, your chakras being cleansed. Like, I feel like people like to think that when you heal, only one chakra is affected, but actually, like, they're all affected. And I can vouch for that, because me being I'm learning how to be more in tune with my body, so I can feel the subtle changes in the chakras purging. And it's like, once, like let's say I have some issues with my, power, power dynamics. Like, I don't want to speak up or anything like that. Like, yeah, I may not speak up, and that comes from my throat chakra, but it's going to come up, through my, it's going to come up through my crown, so that energy can be released. And then the solar plexus as well, it's going to come up. You'll be able to feel certain like movements within your body. That'll tell you, as you go along life and learn your lessons, like, you'll be able to like feel what's being removed from you in which area, and then you can associate that, with the chakra, and look into it. So moving on, we have be strong, belonging, and then we have eternal gatekeeper. So I feel like, Spirit is saying you might, like, again, you may be apprehensive about it. You may not, like, want to, but, like, you may not want to move. You may kind of resist change because it's a little bit uncomfortable, and you're like, man, I've been growing. I've been doing all of this. I've been working so hard and so long on my internal growth. But Spirit is like, baby, we're not done yet. We're not done. And so, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you would like to, I do have like posts, and they are timeless. I've been noticing a lot of people have been going back and seeing like posts from before, and they're liking it. So I'm like, okay, they're timeless, cool. So follow me at Luna P Tarot. I will put it down in the description box if you want to follow me. I do updates on a weekly basis, and I also post throughout the week, and also on my TikTok as well. But anyways, so in one of those readings, there was like this like perfectionistic type of vibe that the water signs were getting when it comes to growing, and specifically for Cancers. Like, I tuned into Cancer's energy, and it just seemed like Cancers are like, man, I've been beaten up emotionally and I'm happy. So that means like if I'm upset or I get triggered or anything like that, I make a mistake, that must mean 11:03 on the clock, which is also a number of like spiritual growth. Like the 11 talks about like new doors, right? New doors for growth. And 3, the 03 is talking about a new beginning, like a new cycle of growth that your ascended masters, your angel guides, your ancestors are all bringing you through. So that's why I wanted to call out 11:03. But going back, so yeah, like for Cancers specifically, like I just kept like feeling and hearing like you guys thinking that you're doing something wrong, but it's like, no, that's not what happens. I don't know if you guys have read the House of Night series, but this is like the dorms. It's like the place that they stay at when they learn. And so I feel like Spirit is like, no, baby, you are here to learn you are here to learn many lessons. Like, you are forever growing, you are forever expanding. So just because you're learning and you're expanding does not mean that you're not growing. Acknowledge, and then going to the eternal gatekeeper, acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. Yeah, I feel like this is all to teach you about like self-worth and what's really right for you, and what emotions and like mindsets that you really want to keep. And again, like I stated that you guys may be triggered by by financial lack, or financial loss, or maybe you may have to give money and you may do it. And I feel like a lot of you guys will be learning lessons around money. Like, if you tend to not receive money, you're gonna be triggered to figure out why. If you tend to overgive with money, you're gonna figure out why. You're gonna figure out the why in a lot of these parts, and you're gonna go down a journey of like the self, like what makes you feel like you have to overgive, or that you can't accept. So the moon. Also, I got a message here that your money flow, the energetic vibration of money is paired with your vibration of money. So if you're operating from a place of lack or stress, money's not going to flow to you. It's going to be kind of at a standstill because you're too triggered and too loud up here in order to allow this right here, your third eye, your crown chakra, to receive. So you have to be in a state of flow in order to allow the flow of money in, right? And so here we go. Intention. That's what I was just saying. It's about the intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion in life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. Yes. So you have to allow the flow to come in. You have to allow yourself to move into a state of receptivity and flow when it comes to money. So don't let these challenges of money this month get to you. It's really to teach you, about the energy of money, which I feel like a lot of us are going through it, including myself. So, and also your money is not tied to your worth. Like, for some of you, you may be like too hyper fixated on money and financial status, and Spirit is like, yeah, we're gonna nip that in the bud for you, because that is the exact opposite of how you should. That is the exact opposite of what you should do in regards to the mindset of money. You're not your worth is not equal to the amount of money that you make. So therefore, you shouldn't be breaking your back, disrespecting yourself, overworking yourself in order to get it. That actually prevents the flow, and it creates blockages. So moving on to Isult. We have undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Fulfillment. We have false beliefs. So I feel like for some of you, you guys may have been in situations where, it didn't work out. The people were hurt. They were mistreating you. They were, abusing you. They caused you to not trust in them. So Spirit is also bringing in some tower moments or some triggers. I don't want to say tower moments, but I want to say some triggers, storms. So you guys can get to I don't want to say forgiveness. I guess I do want to say forgiveness, because in order for you to move over that hump into discovering the false beliefs, I feel like sometimes you have to move into that energy where it's not really affecting you anymore, where it's kind of like you're like, okay, yeah, this is a fucked up situation. You may not be completely healed. You may not have forgiven the whole situation itself, but you have to move into the space where you look at it without no emotions attached to it. So you can see, the truth of the situation. So you can really see, who you are underneath that pain, who that person is underneath that pain. And then also the false beliefs and the relationship, the relationship dynamics into that. And speaking of, hold up, because I just recognized this. So this is my baby Stinky, and he's a Cancer. So that's so cute. That's so funny. Hi, Pumpkin. Love you. He likes to interrupt my readings. I just thought that was so sweet because he is a Cancer. That's his zodiac sign. He's such a sweetheart. Pumpkin. So, moving on. So we have honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. We have the grove. We have radical self-love. Yes. So I feel like all the way throughout the month of April, cat hair in my mouth, you guys will be going back and forth, in these little cycles of healing. I feel like honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. With the Grove card and the radical self-love, you guys really need to I'm talking about lay down, because growing spiritually doesn't just happen on on the spiritual mental level. It happens physically as well. So as you purge and as you cry and as you release, you will need to take care of your body. You will need to give your body a healthy foundation to shift and grow into. Your body, if your body is full of toxins and chemicals and things that are not good, then your body cannot retain and obtain that new frequency that you're shifting to as you heal. So it'll kind of slow down the process of healing, which will kind of make you feel a little bit more stagnant, or your body will just go into a lot of pain. So allow yourself the need of rest, good foods, nourish yourself, walks out in nature, of anything that's going to make you feel good, your body feel good, work out, whatever, get the excess energy out. You got to do it. Okay, so, ooh, where could I do with that deck? Okay, so, I guess I'm speaking a lot today. Okay. So let's see, what else do you want my Cancers to know for the month of April? Spirit, what else do you want them to know? Trust. Pick up the phone, tell me it was real. If you guys know that song. Okay, we got Focus, we got the Dragon. I feel like they're, repeating themselves a little bit here. Oh my gosh. And it fell right to that love and acceptance. Isis, magic manifesting. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I love to see it. I love to hear it. Put that right there since it's landed right there. Pretty soon I'm gonna get a camera so you guys can see the magic. What's up? So you guys can see the magic of the shuffles. is the cards flip out. And when they, like, the craziest thing for me is, like, when they flip out just like that. But also, when they do flip out, they will flip out, like, on top of the pile that they need to go on to. I feel like my channeling guide, I call him Lucky. I feel like, yeah, he's smiling right now. I feel like he did that just to show off. I love it. I love it, Lucky. Okay, here we go. So moving on to the last bit of the reading here. So with the trust and the love and acceptance, love is yours. Recognize your divine word. Choose loving thoughts. Yes. And then we got the Three of Pentacles. And typically, like, I think someone said this card means courtship, but I could be wrong. But I feel like this is talking about, like, you know, doing, like, the work. Carpentry is what is the word that pops into my mind. So I feel like, you know, Spirit is saying trust, have hope, love and accept where you are on your journey, and understand that, you know, you got to do the work in order to move on. And the more you are more accepting and receptive to the change that's happening for you, the easier it is and it will be to, like, move through this, like, cycle of healing. You know, we got focus and we got Isis, magic manifesting, and I feel like, oh yeah, with the Two of Swords, ooh, so I feel like they're telling you to keep the focus on yourself for right now. Keep feeding yourself. Like, you have to have a lot of focus because the feelings and the emotions this month will be really strong. So the more you focus and you allow these things to leave and you allow yourself to purge, the more the quicker your manifestations are going to come to you. But I don't want to say that so you guys get hyper fixated and perfectionistic about, you know, your growth. But I just want you guys to understand that the reason why you're going through this is so you can have better, is so you can have more. You know, this is like your journey of self-worth and self-love and accepting what's rightfully yours as a divine being, as a soul, you know, incarnated on the earth. Like, we are meant to have heaven on earth, and the challenges that we go through are to help us release all the constraints that keep us from accepting and getting and going after what we want. Like, we're supposed to live, you know, and be who we fully are meant to be. And so it's like, you may not know what to do, you may not know where to go, but allow yourself to feel what to do, where to go. Just go with the flow. And, you know, knock these little cycles out, because it's all going to work out, and it's all going to bring you to your dreams, visions, and it's all coming to reality. And this card says focus too. So in this pile, you guys literally have focus all in three, because this also reminds me of, like, she's focusing. I feel like she's, you know, working on it. To me, this feels like she's working on her chi, her key, you know, whatever you want to call it, her energy. She's working on balancing it. So I feel like that's very important. And you know, and here we go, balancing energy, right? Power. You're balancing, you're working on inner strength, you're gaining inner strength and power. I feel like the solar plexus and the sacral chakra will be, you know, very much so worked on this month, because you're purging things that block you from your own power, things that block you from receiving, things that block your emotions. All of those things will be, you know, coming up to surface so you can release them. And again, here we go, Green Terra, another, like, another message of protection. Green Terra says, supreme protection. You are being protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And then we have the sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. And remember that love has no boundaries. Yes. So it's like you guys have to come into full, you know, acceptance. It's like, yeah, these cords are cut, except that they have been cut. Like, you know, these people are no longer in your energy, but you have to release, you know, the emotional tie to them. And that emotional tie is from the unforgiveness that you guys are holding on to. Like, all the negative feelings and negative emotions about yourself and also the other party is what's keeping you away from fully releasing that situation. So you're going to be purged several times this month and challenged this month so you can release that. And it will be tough, but it's for the best, you know? And then with the Two of Wands, I feel like, yeah. Okay, so the message that I got, you see how he's holding this, right? I feel like what Spirit is telling me, or Lucky's telling me, is that this right here, this wand that's standing up by itself, that's your physical foundation. Like, you guys have set really good foundations for yourself, and now that you have been able to set physical foundations for yourself and you're set, it's now time for you to take a hold of this wand. And you see the world, like, this is giving me vibes of like your, you know, your inner world, because you got yin and your yang, right? You have your inner world and then your outer world, and I feel like this is your inner world. And so I feel like your inner world and the way you view yourself needs to stand up and stand tall. The more you ignore your emotions, which is this little wand here, I feel like this is your feminine energy, your ability to receive, your ability to feel. And I feel like this is what you're working on right now. This is the path that you're beginning. So I can't tell you when it's going to end. I heard November, but all I know is that when you guys start to, like, pretty much you'll know when you're crossing that bridge is when you start to get comfortable with the things that you receive, when you start to allow your emotions to come in the moment and you start to forgive and release on spot. Like, and I feel like it's gonna take a little while for you guys, because I feel like you guys have a lot of like suppressed stuff. Like, and Cancers in general, don't at me, but Cancers in general have a hard time like expressing their emotions and understanding their emotions and coming to terms with them. So that's what's going to be under review. So, you know, we have the High Priestess, discernment, prescience, prophecy, vision. Discernment is the word that pops out. We have light activation, shine your light, your eternal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And we have the wheel of fortune. Yes, karma is on you guys' side. The wheels are turning for you guys. You know, again, like this cycle, this period of growth is happening so you guys can shine your light, so you guys can step into, you know, your full being and be comfortable within yourself, so you can be comfortable just being you and enjoying the experience of feeling and your emotions, so you're not judging yourself for feeling or judging yourself for not being where you need to be. So, you know, this is like, you know, I feel like this card that in the word discernment is like telling me like you guys need to pick your poison. And I feel like the poison that you need to pick when these things arise and these challenges arise is, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I'm perfect as is. I'm perfect in the moment. And this is for me to learn a lesson. Because I know at the end of this lesson, it is something so much better. It's more self-acceptance, it's more self-love, and it's more love in my, you know, entire reality. I'm working on that wand that screams, you know, emotions, feminine energy. You guys really gotta get comfortable with your feminine energy. So, sorry guys, somebody messaged me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Again, follow me at Luna P Tarot if you guys really want like, you know, weekly updates in regards to the energies and anything like that. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I'll put my TikTok, I'll put my Instagram down below. Please like, subscribe. I want many people to see my readings, and of course, you know, I want many people to see my readings, and I want many people to benefit from, you know, the wisdom, the love, and guidance. Again, I'm your emotional fairy, your emotional godmother. All I want to do is just help you get through these rough ass emotions and the shadow aspects of yourself, because indeed they're beautiful. And trust me, I've been through the darkest depths of my soul. I've been on this little journey of transmuting the darker aspects of myself, honestly, since I was like a young kid. Like, I didn't know I was doing it, but I was like, it was like as soon as I saw something about myself that I didn't like, that didn't feel right, that didn't resonate with who I truly am, once I recognized it, I would move, I would shift, I would change inwardly. So I love to help with that, because self-awareness is the best type of awareness. So I love you guys. Good luck. Happy April. And take it easy.